Hello, and our Division 2 match this afternoon, a true top and bottom affair, with the home side Leyton Orient, bottom of the second division at the moment, entertaining the visitors from Tyneside Newcastle United, who at this moment occupy the #1 position in Division 2.
1964-65, the first season of Match of the Day. Men like Frank Clark, John McGrath, Jim Eiley, Dave Hilley and 19-year-old Brian Robson were pointing Newcastle back towards the First Division after 4 years' absence.
And a nice touch by Dunmore, and Elwood's got it in. Yes! And Orient on the move again. Always, I must say, looking the more determined. Elwood, and it's there! And Newcastle are all up now. They're all in the Leyton half, but Leyton defending stubbornly. Clark to Anderson. Cummings, can he get a foot in? The linesman's flag goes up. And indeed, the referee has given a penalty. Well, by the law of averages, it had to happen seriously in the penalty area. It has happened, and McGarry strokes it home.
Newcastle lost 2-1 on that first Match of the Day appearance, but went up as champions and re-established their great name in Division 1.
The Match of the Day being played at the famous St James's Park, one of the best grounds in the First Division of the Football League. And thousands obviously agree that this really is the match of the day today. With Newcastle defending their unbeaten home record, they've gone 17 home matches without losing a game, in 6th place in the table, against Liverpool, who are back near the top once more in 2nd place. Well, that young man's got a very good seat. Bennett. On to Eiley. And Davis. Oh, great save, Scott, and there's the first one, and it's been threatened for some time. So, Liverpool throw. To taken to number 10, St John, it's there! Oh, he stole that one. Liverpool have never looked like equalising, and just a slack moment there.
Manager Joe Harvey's team included Willie McFall in goal, Bobby Moncur in defence, the Dane Ben Arentoft in midfield, and in attack, the mighty Welshman Wyn Davis.
Good ball to Davis. Gibbs coming up. Penalty. Gibbs brought down by James. So it's a penalty to Newcastle United. And Robson missed a penalty on Wednesday. Newcastle's last league match. And knocked his farm goal. So Newcastle United go into the lead 1-0. We get to Newcastle United. Fogan. Davies inside him. Oh, it's a goal, he scored! That is all on his own. Absolutely hit. Alan Fogan.
Now Newcastle were taking Europe by storm. 60,000 crammed St James's Park for the first leg of the Intercities Fairs Cup final.
Give with a kick. Wyn Davies got a real chance. Moncur, and it's there! A goal! Scott on this ground, he got no chance of turning for that, but it's Moncur again for Newcastle. Keeping this defence under pressure all the time. Moncur. And a goal! His second goal! And the Hungarian stood back there and watched it. This is Robson. Cut out by Nushko. Scott. Aaron Toft. Scott still going. That's a goal and a good one. Jim Scott, the scorer.
Now highlights of the final of the European Fairs Cup, which was played in Budapest tonight between Újpest Dózsa of Hungary and Newcastle United.
Still no score. Stoimachi, the entire Újpest Dózsa team in the Newcastle half. It's really building up this attack. This is Benet. Eddie Dunai. Flick through. And Dalduni. It's Benet. It's Benet with the possession. To the net. Benet has scored. Benet given too much time there. Benet. The Moncur beating him. This is Jackie Sinclair. Another good one. Eddie Dunai. That's a good ball. Gorosh. Gorosh going through fast. Goes for the shot. It's in the goal. A beautiful goal. Gorosh went straight through there and nobody made a tackle. McFall had no chance at all. That's 2-0 to Újpest Dózsa.
But when Moncur scored to make it 2-1 on the night, the Tynesiders were 4-2 up on aggregate.
Back into the Newcastle half. Moncur, the steering, flicked through by Jackie Sinclair. Kaposta slipping on the turf, which has now be rather slippery, I would say. Come out to Scott. Scott with a chance. Scott with a shot. Ben Arentoft, it's a goal, a lovely goal! Newcastle have equalised. What a great shot by Ben Arentoft. McFall. Davis winning that one in the air. Fogan going through the centre. Fogan all by himself. Fogan almost taken down. And Fogan has hit the crossbar. He scored! Fogan has scored. Alan Fogan, the substitute, who came on, made a brilliant run, hit the ball, sent Mahali, saved it, and he got the rebound. So young Alan Fogan, 19 years of age, an England Youth International, has put Newcastle United in the lead, and that is a great turn-up. So it's Bobby Moncur, the captain of Newcastle United, receiving the Intercities Fairs Cup and showing it to the fans. And the Hungarian fans are cheering as much as the few Tyneside fans. Ian McFall getting his medal. Jackie Sinclair, Wyn Davies, Ben Arentoft, the Dane, Jim Scott, Ollie Burton, Brian Robson, Frank Clark, the two local boys, Alan Fogan, the young 19-year-old who scored that third goal, John McNamee, who didn't get on but was a substitute. And so Newcastle United, by 6-2, have won the Intercities Fairs Cup of 1969.
Geordie fans were hopeful that European success would lead to Newcastle's first championship since 1927. They could rise to great heights at St James's Park.
Victoria then. Goes Robertson, and that's 1-0. Led on by Graham. 26 minutes, and that was a beautifully taken goal by Robertson, who wasted no time getting in his shot. One can only admire the way this defence is standing up to it. Great goalkeeping by Wilson. And Davis has scored! What a goal by Davis! Yo-ho! Didn't he hit that one? Tracks. In goes Davis, and here comes Fogan. It's a goal, and that was Davis creating that opportunity again. He went up, he took two defenders. They were completely mesmerised, and Fogan came behind the lot of them. Fogan. Davis, Robson. Oh, what football! This was, first of all, a terrible error by number 5, Neil. He gets this ball, he's got lots of time in which to play, but he only plays it straight to the feet of Fogan. There's number 5, Neil, with it now. But as soon as Fogan gets it, notice how he rides all the challenges. Shows tremendous strength when Neil comes at him first, and then even for a second time. And as he flicks the ball inside, as he rides his challenges by Neil, a flick on by Davis, and then a tremendous volley. Here's Davis, and there's Robson moving just behind him, and Robson's the man who comes on to volley this ball into the net. One of the funniest goals I've seen this season.
The early 70s were a colourful time at Gallowgate, with crowds of 45,000 and Newcastle comfortably in the top half of the First Division.
Young. That's a good ball for Craig. Intelligent ball. Robson. Young. Well, he started the move and deserved to finish it. And a bad mistake, and it's a goal by Windham. It's a terrible mistake by River. Letting that ball slip out of his hands. 6 minutes of the second half. And a game which has produced so much goal into it. So many near misses should produce the first goal, and one as soft as that.
Davis was replaced by a new hero in 1971. Malcolm MacDonald arrived from Luton for £180,000. Super Mac launched a new era on Tyneside, but in his first season, Newcastle were on the wrong end of a cup sensation.
Now Green. Busby. 3 in the penalty area. MacDonald coming in. That's it. Radford. Now Tudor's gone down for Newcastle. Radford again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Radford the scorer. Ronnie Radford. Billy Meadows. Away by Moncur. Radford. Tyler. George. Ricky George has done it! What a moment for Hereford!
And what a shattering blow for Geordie fans. Typically, Newcastle sprang back to form a month later at St James's Park, where a new East Stand was being built on the Leazes Terrace side at a cost of £420,000. MacDonald was almost worth that himself.
Barraclough's cross. MacDonald! Well, how did he get in there? Barraclough. It's got MacDonald up and Smith up. Here's Smith. No doubt about it now. It's meant for Malcolm MacDonald, but Mackenzie was there for Sheffield United. Hibbett putting it back. MacDonald now on a run. Cahoon's with him, but still MacDonald. And that's why he's so dangerous. 9 is Dearden there.
Gibb there, number 4. He and McDonald very close to that Sheffield goal line. McDonald underneath it again, that's loose. Tudor has scored. John Tudor scores against his old club.
On their day, McDonald, Tudor and company could take on the best in the land and beat them.
Two is David Craig. McDonald's. Oh, and a great start. Jimmy Smith, the scorer. Clark, that's aimed. Oh, a fine goal too. A goal by both number 8s. Alan Clark. Bates. Pushing by Howard. Trevor Cherry took his eye off it and didn't get it right. Here's Barraclough taking on Norman Hunter. Very simple goal, John Tudor, who headed it in. Cherry, whose mistake started that Newcastle goal. Tudor came back then with Reaney. It'd be interesting to know who was supposed to pick up Tudor, because he looked pretty well unmarked as he headed in. Here it comes, no, he won't. Jones has scored. Mixed up between Young and McFall, and Mick Jones scores. Craig for Newcastle. Smith. Tudor. To resist the challenge. Gibb. Lovely dummy. Fine goal. Really a very good goal. Well directed pass. Back again for Hall. That header's the wrong way. Howard. Keegan, yes! Keegan, Thompson, McDermott, Cormac, well killed. Hibbert, McDonald underneath it with Lawler, Tudor! Barraclough again on the touchline for the other way. Miss kick, and Tudor puts it in. A miss kick by the Liverpool skipper Tommy Smith, and Tudor put it in.
It's Clark. Searching ball from Jim Smith to Nattrass. Still Nattrass. Oh, yes! Storming finish to a very ordinary match. Here's Hibbert. Clark. Tudor getting up. But Howard... I think it was Howard that got the touch.
This was a memorable cup season for Newcastle. For a start, they won the Texaco Cup.
John Tudor taking on Kenny Burns. Goalkeeper off his line, and what a good goal! What a good goal by John Tudor. Barraclough. Tudor. Frank Clark. And he scored! Goalkeeper seemed to see that terribly late. The usual 2 against the usual 4. The 2 causing damage. And still John Tudor.
In the FA Cup, Hendon threatened to do a Hereford. They drew at Newcastle, but stood no chance in the replay at Watford.
There's McDonald. Used his head well then. Taking on Deadman. Right foot shot is on, and a good one! Fine goal by Malcolm MacDonald. Got to go again, didn't quite make that fully, but just enough. Now Howard. Hibbett. Oh, yes! Oh, what a cracker. MacDonald off the post. But did he handle it? Yes, he did. Handled on the line, and so a penalty. John Swannell's view, and Terry McDermott has been given the job of taking it. 3-0. 67 minutes gone. 3-0 to Newcastle. Gibb. Bit of Devon behind him. Well used to Kennedy. Tudor.
4-0 and no mistake. Then in the 5th round, Joe Harvey's team were drawn away to West Bromwich Albion. Newcastle in the yellow shirts.
Tudor forward in the inside right position. MacDonald in the centre forward position, just left of the penalty spot. Pulling away. Here's MacDonald! Moncur has done a lot of tidying. Smith, who's done everything well right from the moment he came on. MacDonald, Tudor, Barraclough. Clark. What a good ball to Barraclough. Tudor!
The 6th round tie against Nottingham Forest had to be replayed after fans invaded the St James's Park pitch. But at Goodison Park, MacDonald settled the issue. And 2 similar goals from Super Mac against Burnley in the semi-final meant that Newcastle were back at Wembley after 19 years. The men who'd taken them there were all special characters. Goalkeeper Willie McFall, an Irishman, later to manage the club. Frank Clark, a stalwart in the stripes. Young Alan Kennedy at left back. Terry McDermott, later a Liverpool star. Pat Howard, the centre-half from Barnsley. Captain Bobby Moncur, a Newcastle legend. Skillful Jimmy Smith, known as Jinky. Clever Irishman Tommy Cassidy in midfield. Super Mac, Confidence Unlimited. John Tudor, an ideal foil and fine goalscorer. Terry Hibbett, the provider with an unerring left foot. Tommy Gibb, the cup final substitute for the Geordies. But despite holding Liverpool 0-0 at half-time, Newcastle collapsed in the second half of a cup final their loyal fans will want to forget.
And Shanks' army, this Liverpool side, swarming forward now. Hall. Keegan! Goals pay the rent, and Keegan does his share. Yes! Jim Smith's face in the foreground says it all as the Liverpool bench celebrates and the supporters get ready for the party. This played to Tosha at the highway. He made himself the space. McFall had no hope at all because Highway had it all right. Callahan's available behind Keegan. Beautiful ball to Smith. He didn't have to move to get it. Ball to Smith. Highway, Liverpool showing them party pieces. He wasn't offside. Smith. Yes! Keegan second. And Newcastle were undressed.
But the following season they sat fully clothed in the top half of the table. With Newcastle, you never quite knew what would happen next.
David Thomas making a run into the middle, that's a nice ball.
And Keeley's put it in his own goal. Hibbett. First time cross by Natras. Burns! Oh, nice pace, McDonald. Judah! Judah the scorer, but all the credit to Malcolm McDonald. Run it down the line, but what about that pace as he steamed into the area, and John Judah, as ever, sure when the cross came to put it in for his 6th goal of the season, and Newcastle 2-1 up.
At the start of the 1975-76 season, Newcastle had a new manager. Gordon Lee from Blackburn had taken over in the summer from the much-loved Joe Harvey, and the new man got off to a flying start.
Beattie won it. Offside. The goal has been given, and they can't believe it. Craig. Beattie in trouble. McDonald in on Sybil, and walked to the rescue. But there was a trip of Sybil's arm, and a penalty has been given. One goal disallowed, one given when some people thought it was offside. Now a penalty. Craig to take and scores. Hibbett. McDonald! And it's gone in!
At this point in his career, McDonald was simply unstoppable.
McDonald's chasing it, and they weren't sure, and Super Mac has scored. Gowling did well there. Nicolou slipped. Away by Carradus, here's Craig. Oh, a beauty! Play on. Oh, McDonald's pace. Brilliant.
McDonald's relationship with the new manager was not brilliant, but together they embarked on 2 long cup runs in 1976. The FA Cup, 3rd round.
Looks for Natras. Turned in. Alan Gowling has broken a sequence which has gone on in fact for so long. That's his first goal in 13 games. A mistake by Phil Parks. And in by Masson. John Masson, no more than a half chance, and that picture tells a story. Height and distance on that header from Craig. Here's Clement. Craig again. McDonald in the chase with McClintock, who's matching him. They're queuing up in the middle now. And Burns! Oh! Turned over with his hands, I think, and a penalty it is indeed. Burns denied. McDonald's cross. Burns with a good header. And the goalkeeper saved by David Webb. So Tommy Craig from the penalty spot. Cracking drive. Parks with no chance at all.
Next came Coventry in the 4th round. A 1-1 draw at Highfield Road was followed by a 5-goal bonanza in the replay.
Well taken goal by Mickey Burns. Newcastle still piling on the pressure. That was Craig with the throw. Coventry surviving, but not too comfortably. Cassidy very much involved. So is McDonald, and Gowling's in the middle for that, and it's 2-0. Gowling. This is Craig. And that's the sort of ball that McDonald likes, and the defence is beaten. They won't catch him now. McDonald looks for number 3 and gets it. Oh, he's ended the Barron run now as McDonald. Burns has tormented Coventry down the flanks as well. He's got Nolte in the middle waiting for the cross. There's Nolte, and King stops it, but McDonald scores. His second and Newcastle's fourth. Through the legs of the referee. Right to the last, Coventry under pressure. Haven't helped themselves with 1 or 2 mistakes at the back, and there's another one allowing Cassidy to use his pace and go through. King right out, and what a good finish to the move and to the match from Tommy Cassidy.
Now it was Bolton in the 5th round. Stand by for a 6-goal thriller.
Ritson at the back. Well taken by Gary Jones, looking for Watmore. Thompson, Barham in the middle. Teasing them. Oh, and a beautiful goal! Cassidy. That's found McDonald in space. They were caught out then, Bolton. And McDonald makes them pay for it. Oh, what a typical Newcastle goal. McDonald's control! Oh, what a goal! What a brilliant goal! Magnificent! And with the right foot too! A superbly hit that sends that lot into complete and utter ecstasy and leaves Siddle wondering where it came from. Reed doing the different thing. They were calling the other way. The goalkeeper coming in again. Greaves a shot, and in by Gary Jones. Unbelievable mess up for Newcastle. Craig. Kennedy's made a forward run, took a defender out and created some room for Burns. Cassidy again with a shooting chance, looking instead for Barraclough. Gowling! Really well made goal, and Alan Gowling the scorer. Allardyce poised to make his run and coming in on it, but Jones won it! Paul Jones! Allardyce had the wider run, Jones came in front of him, and unbelievably we're back to all square.
3-3 there, and after a 0-0 draw at St James's Park, the tie went to a second replay at Elland Road.
Touched by Gowling to Barraclough, and setting up the chance for Burns. Siddle to meet him, and Burns puts it in. Mick Burns. Craig. Burns, Cassidy forward. Keeley making a run out to the right, number 5. Good ball. And here is Gowling. Very well made goal. Barham. Well played by Gary Jones. And still, oh, what a good goal! Really a very, very good goal.
2-1 to Newcastle. After a visit to Wembley in the League Cup final where they lost to Manchester City, Lee's team faced Derby at the baseball ground in the 6th round of the FA Cup.
George, good ball, way up, 1-0. Now it's Rioch number 4, and behind him is Charlie George. Through the lot, 2-0. Barraclough out there on the left. Did well. Todd. Hudson. Black Hall for Newcastle. Broke for Gowling. 2-1. Just what Newcastle
Mosley had no chance. MacDonald, they've got good distance. Newton. Yes! George, good back header. Hector. George again. Marvellous play. 4-1. The signals were for Hudson, but he's found Blackwell. That's Hudson. To Burns. MacDonald. Barraclough. Cassidy. Yes, Garling. His second. Newcastle's second. 4-2.
So Newcastle bowed out, and so too in the summer of 1976 did Malcolm MacDonald. For Newcastle fans, it was goodbye to a folk hero. Supermac's record of more than one goal every 2 games for Newcastle persuaded Arsenal to pay a then record £330,000 for him. And MacDonald haunted Newcastle with his deadly finishing when he played against the Geordies for the first time.
Gowling with Burns running on, and Rice missed it, and Burns is in with a chance, which he takes well. MacDonald moving in on the cross. Came to Stapleton, it then came to Ross. And has hit the post and gone in. MacDonald getting up. That's the one he wanted. Donald's header, and it's Stapleton going in, and he did tremendously well there, and it's in. It was over the line before Nolte got it out, and Stapleton has scored for Arsenal. Stapleton, MacDonald's! There are 4 striped shirts in the middle, being only marked by 4. The dummy by Barraclough, the shot by Gowling. Good ball from Cassidy for Burns, and he's through here again. Rimmer right out, and that is 4-3. Mickey Burns second. And Newcastle have come from nowhere to score 2 goals within a minute. Have to check to stop being offside. Here comes Ross. Stapleton on the near post. MacDonald! And there it is. The man that seems to write the football stories better than boys' fiction has gone and done it all over again. A hat-trick against his old club. The first time he's met them since joining Arsenal.
Gordon Lee left for Everton soon afterwards. After a short spell under Richard Dinnis, Newcastle were relegated in 1978 with Bill McGarry in charge.
Lock. A little bit dicey, to put it mildly. Hasn't been in that position for some time. And they're still in some trouble. His shoulder, not a good ball by Martin. A shoulder makes it beautifully. Rode the tackle well and played an interesting ball to Beck. And here's Guthrie, and that's a brilliant goal. That is a brilliant goal. Shoulder. 3 to find. Here's With at the far post, and here's Connolly at the other side. Payton had lost it completely and nodded in very comfortably by With.
In September 1980, Arthur Cox became Newcastle's manager. If the team he inherited didn't shine with the star names that Geordie fans had come to expect in the past, Cox it was who put their famous club back on the map. With a mixture of hard work and clever manipulation of the transfer market, he built on a winning start.
Clark coming in at the back.
Newcastle coming streaming out. This is Curry. Burke. Got to get back now, the defenders. Oh, and Bob Hazel's arriving! What a fine goal! And down the line for Billy Rafferty. Now it's Shoulder, turning it in for Clark. Mistake by Hazel. Clark trying to turn. Hibbett! And Terry Hibbett makes it 2-1 to Newcastle. In the summer of 1982, Cox made what might be called Newcastle's best ever signing. Kevin Keegan, frustrated by a back injury that virtually ruled him out of the 1982 World Cup in Spain, was seeking a fresh challenge. When he arrived in the northeast from Southampton, he certainly found one. A Newcastle side which included Keegan's ex-Liverpool colleague Terry McDermott needed lifting, and by heavens, did the pair lift them.
Anderson. McDermott. He's got Keegan in the box. This is Keegan. Oh, is this it? What a magnificent goal! That's what the Geordie fans wanted. The inspiration from McDermott and the finish of Keegan. Keegan's head. Finding Wharton. Saunders goes on his outside. And again, a nice touch. Will he find Berardi? 6 is green. Oh, he's given it away. And was that a penalty? No. Twice. The second one was given. The referee waved the first one away for the second tackle on McDermott by breaking the left back. He had no hesitation in giving us a penalty. So Kevin Keegan steps forward. Will this be his 5th goal of the season for Newcastle and his 2nd of the match? Scored after 11 minutes. And now with a penalty. And how Terry McDermott has influenced this match. Martin came in to steal that. Berardi. Keegan, is this the hat-trick? Kevin Keegan gets the hat-trick. And Newcastle lead 3-0. The Geordie fans go mad. McDermott. Berardi's still kept it in play. Mountford's come off his goal. Can he get it into the penalty area? It must be a goal. Keegan! That was so close to Keegan's 4th. Keegan again. This time Todd wasn't offside, and if he can bring this in control, he can go forward. Wharton. Oh, good play by Wharton. Magnificent goal. Oh, it just went wide. Embry Berardi. Mick Martin. Keegan, number 4. What a marvellous goal. What a performance by Newcastle. Emlyn Hughes. Seasman. Jeff Clark and Saunders and Wharton. Keegan. This is Todd. Oh, it's number 5! Kevin Todd makes it 5-0. 15 minutes from the end.
Keegan had taken over the McDonald mantle. Now Super Mac was manager of Fulham, and Newcastle had new heroes to show him.
Waddle, in a pretty deep position, appeal for handball, not given. And here's Berardi. Oh, stuck a little bit, and Payton still hasn't got back. Berardi is offside, is he? No, he's not. No, he's not. They're appealing. And Berardi opens the goal scoring. Davis, yes! Keegan. As you like, to Waddle. McDermott through the middle here. And how well dispatched. Oh, that runs for Davis. That's a penalty. That's a penalty, no doubt about it. Face of resignation, we caught then, of Arthur Cox, the Newcastle manager. Kevin Locke, who hasn't scored since last April, that was a penalty. And he's got one now to make it 2-all.
In September 1983, Cox brought the little Geordie forward Peter Beardsley back from the North American League to link up with the inspirational Keegan and the tantalising Chris Waddle. Newcastle were on course for promotion, and at St James's Park it was a season to remember for the Gallowgate faithful.
And away by Ryan. Dowman got a header in. Curtis with a shot and it's gone in. Beardsley again. Anderson's there as well. So is Ryan, the other fullback. And Ryan got the ball in the flick on was by Waddle. And there it is! And of course, it's Kevin Keegan. Who else? 1-1. And a good bit of play by John Ryan. McDermott with the kick. And Keegan again! To Newcastle, and Keegan sees the fans happy, and Lenny Lawrence can only reflect that you do everything you can in defence and he'll still turn again.
Many was the game that Keegan turned as the promotion stakes got higher. By now he'd announced his intention to retire at the end of that season, but he would make sure that he left the Geordie fans celebrating a return to the top flight. He wasn't just a goal scorer, but at times Keegan the provider, and the North East took him to its heart. Their adopted Geordie scored 27 times himself in 41 league matches in that 1983-84 season. And Keegan was not alone in front of goal. Beardsley was revelling in playing his football back in front of his own people. And when Carlisle were demolished here 5-1 at the end of April, the First Division drew nearer. Early in May, Derby County went the same way, with Waddle, Beardsley and Keegan sharing another 4 goals. Geordie fans still fantasise about what would have happened if the trio could have been persuaded to stay and link up with emerging stars like Paul Gascoigne. Sadly, they would never know. But what they do have is the memory of that super springtime of 1984, when United fans filled St James's Park to its near 37,000 capacity for one game after another, and were rewarded with one goal after another. Then came the great finale. May the 12th dawned with promotion celebrations already in the air, but the occasion was equally about one of the biggest farewells Tyneside had ever seen.
After 16 years of unprecedented success, Kevin Keegan makes his final journey as a professional footballer, and the Geordies have prepared a memorable goodbye. A sellout crowd of 37,000 Geordies have come to pay homage for Keegan's 500th and last ever game in the Football League. Anderson now for Newcastle. The crowd willing this goal. Keegan, Beardsley, Waddle. It's hit the post and Keegan! He's done it! Courtesy of the upright, Kevin Keegan has signed on with a goal. Case for Brighton. First time ball, a good one. On it goes towards Ryan. And what a mistake by the defender. Truick. And it comes again to Keegan. And a fine cross to Waddle. Oh, yes! Keegan proves, as he has done so often through his career, he's not just a scorer of goals, he's a creator too. Carney with the clearance. Gatting with a spectacular attempt to clear, but it drops for Beardsley. And Keegan. And Beardsley again. And Beardsley still. Oh, magnificent! What a great goal by Peter Beardsley! And that is rounding it off in style. And Kevin Keegan would have been proud of that one himself. What a great goal.
It's been fantastic, very, very emotional, and well, I mean, just very difficult to hold yourself together under circumstances like this, you know, but very moving, and I thank everyone up here for the tremendous way they've not received me over the last 2 years and the way they've seen me off. It's been very nice and made it all, from my point of view, very worthwhile.
To actually end up with a goal as well in your final game.
Well, I think you could have scored that one, Alan, but it was
steady.
Whoever wrote the script got it right. I was desperate to score a goal, you know. But you know, tremendous thing for the city of Newcastle, for the people. They've waited a long, long time, and they're the best. There's no doubt about that. And the First Division needs people like that, you know.
37,000 in the ground. I think you tried to shake hands with every one of them at the end, didn't you?
I wish I could have done. You know, it's impossible to shake. I must have shaken hands with about half of them, and. I just wanted to thank them from the bottom of my heart, as I say, for the way they've received me and my family, and they're just super people. And I've been, I suppose the only regret I've ever had in football is that they never saw me at my peak. I would have loved to have played here at my peak. You know, I mean, I'm just a little bit over the top now.
Yeah, you've always said you're unemotional, but there were tears at the end, weren't there?
Yeah, well, it's never, you know, it's difficult. I hope whatever I've given Tyneside, and you know, praise has been showered on me this last few weeks. It's given me 100 times as much. It gave me a boost when I needed it most after the World Cup, and I just thank the people up here. And I hope I'm always their friend. I can tell them one thing: they'll always be my friends up here. You know, I thank them very much.
So Newcastle started the following season without Keegan and without Arthur Cox. He moved to Derby and was replaced briefly by Jack Charlton.
On the chest of Waddle, MacDonald too hurried. Waddle won it back, and he's got two to his left, and there's promise here. Beardsley, number 10. Brilliant goal, Peter Beardsley. There was promise there the moment Chris Waddle got the ball. You had the feeling there was something on. He had two to his left, he gave it to Beardsley, who had the confidence to go on in possession, come inside and finish with a good right foot shot.
It's rather curious that 5 matches that Newcastle have lost have all been to teams currently in the top 6, so that puts a question mark on this fixture. Waddle, being supplied by Beardsley, and he's made the gap this time. That's a fine goal! That is a really super goal!
But within a few months, Waddle had switched clubs and was playing for Tottenham. The lanky lad, who Newcastle found working in a sausage factory, went on to play in 2 World Cups and command a transfer fee of over £4 million. But as always in the Northeast, when one hero disappears, another emerges. And now a precocious 17-year-old had started to win the hearts of his fellow Geordies. A boy who would be offered fame and fortune beyond the dreams of great Newcastle idols of the past. Gazza had arrived, and life would never be the same again. One of the first to spot the Gascoigne gifts was the great Newcastle name of the 50s, Jackie Milburn.
Unbelievable. Sticks out a mile. And he'll tell you so as well, you know.
Because he's confident,
oh, confident. He's like Malcolm MacDonald. I think whether it's confidence or they've got to say things to give themselves confidence, I don't know.
The next personality to spread confidence across Tyneside was the clever Brazilian Mirandinha, signed by manager Willie McFall at the beginning of the 1987-88 season. With Paul Goddard now in the number 9 shirt, the South American picked up the number 10 jersey vacated by Beardsley, now with Liverpool. After Goddard scored first in this League Cup tie against Blackpool, Mirandinha gave the Geordie public a sample of his South American skills with goal number 2. A Darren Jackson-Goddard combination produced the third goal for Newcastle. And then, along with number 4, came Gascoigne, with an impish finish and stylish celebrations to match. And what about the goal Gazza scored against Crystal Palace in the third round of the FA Cup? At the end of the season, Spurs paid £2 million for him. Newcastle without Gascoigne were promptly relegated, and times were tough for new manager Jim Smith. This FA Cup tie at Reading, which was drawn 3-3 after Newcastle had led 3 times, summed up a topsy-turvy season in which Tyneside lost out to Wearside in the second division promotion playoffs. Nevertheless, the striking partnership of Mick Quinn and Mark McGee produced 59 goals for Newcastle. Quinn 34, McGee 25. Sadly, defensive lapses wiped many of them out. Plans were also afoot at boardroom level to turn Newcastle United into a public company. But the optimistic idea of giving part of the club to the genuine supporter fell through when the response to the issue of shares fell short. Rather like the back pass that let Reading back into this cup match. But the replay at St James's Park went Newcastle's way. A 4-1 victory had Gallowgate regulars talking again about cup glory, with the older supporters reminding the younger ones that not since 1955, 35 years earlier, had Newcastle won the FA Cup. Those who'd read about the great days of the Edwardian era, when Newcastle were the best team in the land in the league as well, wondered whether the name Newcastle United would once again return to the pinnacle of the English game. What is unquestioned is the devotion of the supporters who've topped their league season after season. No club has a more ardent following than Newcastle United, and there's nothing like a big cup tie at St James's Park to send the spirits soaring. The ground was full for the 5th round visit of Manchester United in 1990.
Henderson just on the edge of the 6-yard area. And they all miss it except Robbins. It's in. No foul, says Mr Vickers. Here's Mark McGee. Aitken has gone outside. McGee, penalty! Bruce bringing down McGee. And Newcastle had the chance from the penalty spot. It's down to Jim Clayton. 17th goal of the season, which will really lift the noise around St James's Park. It does. Anderson, McClare, Stimson for company. Wallace! Yes! Oh, what a finish! What a finish! McGee and Quinn on the goal line. Roy Aitken hovering around the penalty spot. And he's down! And the ball is in. Ince looking for Wallace. And may have found him. Little touch, McClare!
3-2 to Manchester United. Jim Smith had his moment of fun with Alex Ferguson, but a year later the smile was no longer on the face of the Newcastle manager. 2 abortive promotion attempts took their toll, and in March 1991 Smith moved out and was replaced by Ozzy Ardiles, the former Argentine World Cup winner, Spurs star and Swindon Town manager. Ardiles came too late to influence the playoff procedure, but the football that Newcastle played on the final lap of the 1990-91 season raised hopes on Tyneside of a bright new dawn, with several young stars again coming out of the northeast cradle to play the Ardiles way, and to please a Tyneside public that have no equals when it comes to their passion and appreciation of the game. Newcastle United have always been an important part of Match of the Day.